Hey guys, today we're going to be tasting the Yamazaki 12. I'm kind of curious about this one. George gave it to me a while back for my birthday. I've yet to open it, so we wanted to almost, give it a go right now on camera, for the first time.
Give it a shot. So it's 12 years old, single malt whiskey, which means it's only made from one kind of malt, and then same way Scotch is made, single malt Scotch. They just can't call it Scotch because it's not made in Scotland.
So single malt, single barrel is different, right?
Yeah, single malt is all the same, say, juice per se, so the same blend recipe.
Okay.
But single barrel is just, this is probably aged in like 30 different barrels. They pull from a bunch of different and mix the same brand of recipe of Scotch together.
In various barrels.
To age it.
Okay.
And then single barrel is just one barrel of that one.
Wow.
Yes. It's not too dark, not too light, pretty in the middle. You want to smell it?
3 times, right? That's usually the... You know what? I feel like this is going to be like a traditional, a malt.
Single malt?
Single malt.
Yeah. You can definitely smell the smoke.
So I know some people add water with it, like a touch of water.
Mm-hmm.
Are we supposed to, or?
It's good to try it both ways, because they say when you have whiskey and you taste it without water, you get all like the intense flavors, and then when you add water, it kind of opens it up and gives you more of the like floral and lighter notes.
Almost softer notes. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Well, let's try this bad boy. No intensity in the beginning.
Mm-mm.
Intensity at like halfway.
Yeah.
And then like a smoky finish at the end.
You really get the heat in the back of your throat.
Yeah.
It really like coats the throat on the way down. Kind of finishes off on the tongue very quickly.
Yeah.
But it stays in the back of your throat a lot longer.
You know where? Like I'm actually kind of hungry, and I still don't feel like the burn all the way down.
Right.
It still feels smooth enough where you could actually enjoy it.
Right. Exactly. You can taste the smoke, but it doesn't really overpower like the vanilla or the honey.
Yeah, I mean, and then I'm getting a little bit of like a black licorice. I'm a fan of it.
Hey,
so.
everyone's different,
Oh, I love black licorice, so this is.
I'm not a fan, but I still like this.
Yeah, I mean, I get it mixed with like you said, like the honey. So it is sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It's perfect. I think this is thus far been one of my favorites.
That's awesome. So, actually, what we're gonna do is, since we've done 2 other whiskey tastings, we're kind of gonna start rating the whiskeys that we've been doing on a scale of like 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and then we're gonna start a list of the average of what we both think. So like a Gents Lounge list of our top whiskeys that we've tried. So we tried this Cedar Ridge Iowa bourbon whiskey, the single barrel 7 grand edition, and then we tried this Bruichladdich Lottie 10, which actually they don't make anymore and you can't get, but they do make a 10-year-old, which is fairly similar. But yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this guy?
I give that about an 8.
Yeah?
Solid 8. Yeah, it's been one of my favorites. I like the finish.
There you go.
See,
See, honestly, this is one of my favorite whiskeys that I've ever tried.
wow.
But I'm gonna leave some room to grow here and say I'd give it a 7.5, and I'd say anything over a 5 in my opinion is worthy of drinking.
Exactly.
And like,
well, then again, you've had a lot more whiskey than I have.
that's true, very true. But I mean, I'm factoring in flavor, price, ease of getting, because I'd like to drink a whiskey that I love a lot more often.
Okay.
So this is like mid-range.
So overall, you give it a
7.5. And then, what do you think of the Cedar Ridge single barrel?
Cedar Ridge was really good as well. I would give that one about 5.5.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good everyday whiskey.
Exactly.
It's something that, you know, if you want to just go to your brother's house, your friend's house, you know, just bring a bottle over, you know?
I would give it exactly the same, honestly, because it's $35 a bottle, not too expensive. You can drink it every day. You won't ruin the whiskey if you make it with, like, make a cocktail with it.
Yeah, or if you drink it straight.
Exactly. You can drink it a bunch of different ways, and it's, you know, no one will be mad at you if you make a cocktail, add soda, you know. I mean, soda water, not soda.
Oh.
But yeah, and then what do you think of this one?
So I guess what about a 6.5?
Mm-hmm.
You know, this was, you know, I actually went to a tasting at 7 grand, so I got to experience, you know, the better from the brand, and it was incredible.
Right. So you know there's better.
Yeah. So I give it. That's why a 6 to 6.5.
Right. Definitely. This was actually, before I had tried this one, was my favorite whiskey.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to go 7.
7. Oh,
just because
he's a one-upper.
Hey, and I know, and I respect the brand as a brand, so that has a little bit to do with it as well.
Okay.
You know, kind of has a little brand loyalty. Like, you know, some people stick to Nike over Reebok or Adidas. Is one really better? I would say yes, because I'm a Nike guy. But
I'm a blogger.
Yeah, there you go. So that wraps up our tasting for the Yamazaki 12. Definitely, what we say? So an average of 7.25?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, you give it an 8, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 7.7 on the Gents Lounge whiskey scale. So be sure to subscribe, like us on Instagram at Gents Lounge, and hashtag your pictures, hashtag Gents Lounge. If you tried this before, let us know what you think. Let us know what notes you got from it. We kind of want to start an open whiskey discussion on all our whiskey tastings, so be sure to be vocal on this one.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.